there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Oh, hell no.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they can after the loss. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
That one behind his receiver, and incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying,
that's our
identity, that's That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our
Okay,
offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I feel like you and I can be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Tua, a final shot before half. Forced out to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.